Um, Bill. Dude, Bill, are you serious? Wait, how do you know this, Bill? How do you, because Bill H might be onto something. I hadn't even thought about that because Brazil actually owns the entire float right now. For those of you who don't know, there was DD that was done a while back, and I think Bill might be onto something. It's possible that our failure delivers are being shipped offshore, so to speak, if you want to call Brazil offshore. It's not really, but you know what I mean. Um, let me find that spot in the DD where he talks about failure delivers, and I think it's this one. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Hmm. In the interview, I would have to go back to the interview and watch the interview because in the interview, when him and I were talking in the interview that I did with him, he told me there was two different ways to collect the data. One, you could just watch his Twitter account and he would collect the data and post it, and it had to do with the short exempt volume. But you can also find the failure to delivers, I think, in that same exact report. Um, and it lists, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it lists the failure to delivers for the whole market, and you have to actually extrapolate the data for AMC by doing a find and search on the Excel, and then you can get your data off of it. But I'm looking to see. I don't see his link any longer in here. But I know he. Oh, I know where he may have sent it to me at. Skype. We had our phone call through Skype, I believe, if I remember correctly. No, it was through Discord. I can't open it right now. I can't open it right now, but I can open it later. It'll have to be something we touch on. So if you wanna get back to me on that on Monday, I can get it to you Monday. But I'm pretty sure that he sent me that data. Maybe I have it listed. No, I don't have it. Let me get back to you on that on Monday, Fish Killer. I'll try to remember. If I don't remember, just ask again on Monday, and I'll try to get you the information so that you can see it. See stock price year to date. It'll just pull up a quick market summary on it for you, and you can just put it onto like a 6 month, right? And this is what kills me. This is what absolutely kills me to no end when people start complaining about this thing, not squeezing fast enough. I like to point them out to the past 6 months because I'll ask them. I'll say like, how long have you been in this stock? Because that's kind of gives me an indication as to where they're at. If you've been in the stock for the last 6 months, you've made 348% of an increase. Get out. Who makes 348% increase on their portfolio? Who? I never seen those kind of gains before. I've never seen those kind of gains before. And if you'd have more power to you, I think that's amazing. You're an incredible investor. Let's exchange phone numbers sometime, because in a couple of years after we have a bearish market and it's done, I want to talk. But, 348% increase on your portfolio if AMC is your only holding is insane. Insane. We're in the MOAS right now. I'm telling you. And you're not going to realize it because it's just taking so long. We've been in this since, in my mind, it was mid-May, mid-May to early May that I officially called and quit my job very soon thereafter that the MOAS had started. So, and I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. 20 years from now, people will look back at this point in time and they will say, yeah, the MOAS started back in May. I'm positive. And then I really started seeing volume um, being a huge indicator as to what's happening through the process. And then once you start to realize that volume really plays a huge role in helping you to identify when people are selling, especially during the MOAS, um, it it really kind of helps you to understand where the backside's at. And that's why when I say their first indicator is day over day volume falling, right? That's the reason it's falling is because a good chunk of people have sold off their positions. The trading back and forth isn't happening any longer, and now you have just more selling than buying, and so therefore the volume's falling. And so that's why that's your first indicator. Now it doesn't always necessarily mean it because you could have volume falling one day but then spiking back up the next day. So you kind of have to be careful. And that's why you have to have a second thing that you're looking at, and that's when you start looking at dip over dip, those 20, 35, and 60% dips. Once you get to some peak level of dips and those dips start decreasing, you now have your second indicator, and that second indicator tells you that not only are people no longer buying on top of selling, they're just now selling, but it also tells you that um, a good chunk of the people who sold at the top or near the top, who got lucky, right? Maybe they figured it out, um, is over, and so now you're legitimately on the backside, and that's how you know. Sean's saying, can you imagine a price hike today that triggers FOMO and gamma with the banks closed and no margin calls? What will happen tomorrow? Yes, I can, Sean. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I hope you I hope you guys are ready for the bang tomorrow or the blow. I hope you're ready for the blow tomorrow because that's what I think. I'm excited. I think it might be a possibility. I think it's in play. Um, Today we have been in the bang for a total of 20 days. No, sorry, today's the 21st day. The squeeze was 10 days, and the suck was 16 days. So 16, 10, 21. I bet you are, Badback. I bet you are. Um, you know, Obviously we can get up to much higher levels. Um, yeah, I've done some pretty extensive research on our volume here. So yeah, 100 million is and here's the kicker, Bundaro. Like we didn't have nearly as many people invested in AMC on January 27th. So if you think 1.253 million is a lot, or 1.253 billion, if you don't think that's a lot, um, wait until you see what happens when this thing starts kicking off this next time around, because I can almost guarantee you that we're going to see numbers 2 or 3 times that in volume. Pretty sure of it. And it's going to get interesting. It's going to get very, very interesting. This is why I tell you guys so often, volume is everything. It's absolutely everything to us. And that's why it's so important to track and follow. According to True Demons numbers, our short exempt volume has to be over 3 million 3 days in a row, which is a lot. Short exempt volume of 3 million. I mean, when you think about that, when you just wrap that around your head, those are crazy numbers. Actually, you know what? I need to get in touch with him again and find out if, after our interview together, I'm pretty certain that I would say that those numbers probably don't apply anymore, and he might have some updated numbers for us. And I'm curious to see what if he would change his mind on what they are. So I'm gonna contact him later tonight and see if he still feels the same way. You guys know what time it is. It's time to end the day. It's been a wonderful day with you guys. Um, Stay healthy, eat, sleep, drink, spend time with your families, spend time with your friends, but above all else, don't have a good day. Have a great day.